shopgear.com.
The following is a presentation of the Gear Radio Network.
From wherever we decide studios, broadcasted live on iTunes, Spreaker, and worldwide, this is the Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast with your hosts, the Crimson Cyclone himself, Cyclone Jones, and of course, the producer, Pat G. The G stands for gangsta. And now kick back and get ready for the eargasms.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know me, I know you, we know each other. Cyclone Jones in the building, baby. Back again, TTRP, Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast. You know me, I know you, we know each other. Pat G. G stands for gangster right by my side. Pat G, tell them what it is.
It's another edition of the TTRP because we've taken a bit of a break off because wrestling shows and life.
Yeah. No, we didn't. Did we take a show? Oh, we did.
We did.
That is right. We took a week off.
We did. We took like a week or two off because both of us were on the road.
Yeah.
Both of us had life things going on.
Not really. Life goes on.
Work, school, stuff like that.
Work, school stuff, beating people up. I do it consistently.
It is the week of the Royal Rumble.
The Rumble.
The quote-unquote start to the road to WrestleMania.
Now, is the road actually paved? Or is it like a gravel road? Is it like a sandy road? Is it like a dirt path? Like when you go, like when you're back at your grandma's house, you go to the woods and a dirt path. How is that road paved for WrestleMania?
I think it depends on if,
is it like the yellow brick road?
I don't know. I think it honestly depends on who you are superstars-wise.
Yeah?
Because I feel like if you're a Brock Lesnar,
right,
it's nice and paved.
It's nice and paved?
Smooth.
Yeah.
But if you're like, say, a Seth Rollins, it's gonna be paved, but it's gonna be bumpy.
Yeah. What about a Dean Ambrose? Do you think I think he doesn't even go through damn roads. I think he just climbs trees and just jumps from tree to tree.
Right. He probably rides a bicycle through the desert.
Probably. Yeah, probably so.
I know that's what he does for real, so he probably just gets on a bicycle and rides.
He probably rides a bike through the desert. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the road to WrestleMania. Royal Rumble is where it starts, where as soon as you win the Rumble, you point to the WrestleMania sign. Who do you think is going to do it this year, Patrick?
I think the person that points to the WrestleMania sign.
How about I'm going to stop you right there because we're going to go into the contestants that are going to be in the Royal Rumble match. Who's the first one up, Patchy? Are you ready? You're not ready? You're not even ready.
Well, there are.
How are you going to
I don't even know if they've announced contestants.
How are you going to do a podcast? They did. Titus O'Neil was saying he entered into the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins said he entered into the Royal Rumble. Samoa Joe said he entered into the Royal Rumble.
They didn't have a full list, okay?
If you watch the damn shows, you would know who entered into the Royal Rumble.
Oh, so you've actually watched the shows when I haven't?
I have caught up. I have DVR, yes.
Okay. Because there was for a time where you weren't watching the shows and completely lost.
That's because my job didn't allow me to watch
this is true.
My shoot job didn't allow me to watch the shows. I came home super late.
Well, you were right. Titus O'Neil, Rey Mysterio, Mustafa Ali, Apollo Crews, Elias, Baron Corbin, Jinder Mahal, Lashley, Ambrose, Rollins, Samoa Joe, McIntyre, Kofi, Big E, Xavier Woods, Jeff Hardy, and a lot of other people.
You didn't even give any type of dramatic pause for those either.
No.
You just read them off as you saw them. Good job on podcasting there, Pat.
You know what? Because I'm not the dramatic pause person.
Good job on podcasting. We're supposed to keep the guy's attention. Now you have nothing else to talk about. What are you going to talk about now?
Oh, my God. I don't know. Anyways.
Pat G blows another spot, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways. I'm going to just drop a bomb sound in there.
So, Pat G, tell me, who do you think is going to win the Rumble this year and why? Like, we're going to go to the meat and potatoes since you didn't give any dramatic pauses for those names.
You know what? Because they don't need dramatic pauses.
You do. We got to talk about who they are and why they're in the Rumble. But it's too late now. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Really? Kofi Kingston will do some crazy, remarkable stunt
we gotta
that will
talk
keep
about
his feet off the floor.
Yup.
possibly with pancakes.
You're damn right.
Hopefully Titus O'Neil doesn't decide to slide underneath the ring again.
You see, this is stuff to talk about.
Baron Corbin will probably get jumped by everyone and be 2019's version of Daniel Buter.
Now you're learning how to do a podcast. There you go, Pat G. Stop right there before you even say the next name. Because Titus O'Neil cut a promo, and one of the production guys ran behind him, and he said, "You're just going to run behind me on a promo? Really? I'm talking about my promo." And the guy just leaves and says, "Oh, you didn't even apologize." So that was his promo. It was kind of funny. You know, like Titus O'Neil, I mean, he could win. He's a big guy.
He is, but he's not going to.
How do you know?
Because
do you not have
the
faith?
The winner of the Rumble this year is going to be Seth Rollins.
How do you know that?
Because he's Seth freaking Rollins. Okay?
Okay.
That's my prediction. End of story.
But what about Drew freaking McIntyre?
Not going to win.
Really?
Not going to win. He'll be in the Final Four, but he's not going to win.
You don't think so?
No.
You know what? I think you're wrong.
Okay.
Because I see Finn Balor winning the title.
Talk about me blowing spots. We're not even to that point.
Well, because
we're talking about the match.
Because we're talking about the Rumble going to Mania. That's what you did. Okay, you're right.
So we just kind of
today. Me and Pat G are fighting. Don't worry, kids. It's okay. Mommy and Daddy are all right.
We are at odds today. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Anyways, you're just assuming Finn Balor is going to win.
Yes. But anyway, let's continue on with who you got.
I'm taking Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins has had an amazing 2019.
Yep. And
I feel like they've kind of simmered off him lately a little bit.
Right.
Especially because of the whole Dean Ambrose thing, them using the Roman Reigns leukemia thing into that. So they kind of backed off him a little bit.
Yep.
I think he's going to be one of them guys to start off in the top, like, first five and go all the way and win it.
Okay.
If he comes out number one, I'll be shocked to see if he wins it.
Okay.
But if he's in the first five, he's winning the Rumble.
Okay. Now, let's look at it this way. Who won the Rumble last year? I don't remember.
Shinsuke Nakamura. And then he went on to...
he went on to SmackDown to face him, right?
He went on to face AJ Styles at WrestleMania with fist to balls.
At that time, however, Shinsuke Nakamura won the Rumble as a good guy, right?
He did.
Who won before that? Let's pull it up and see. I'm going to pull it up right now as we speak. As we speak right now, I'm going to pull it up.
So that would
Royal
be
Rumble winners
before.
Let's see.
I think the Rumble 2017 was the Roman Reigns one versus all, which Triple H won the WWE title.
Dates, venues, and winners. All right, so let's go here. So last person to win it. Let me see. Where are we?
Yeah, 2018 was Nakamura. 2017, I believe, is Triple H winning the WWE title because Reigns went in number one.
Right. Shinsuke Nakamura won it. No, Randy Orton won it.
Oh, okay.
Randy Orton won it. At that time, Orton was a face again, wasn't he? Was he? I think so. Triple H won it before him.
Okay, that was the one versus all.
And who did Triple H go up against?
He faced Reigns.
Reigns?
Yeah. Reigns won the title back from him at Mania.
That is right. So it was heel, face, and then Braun won the greatest Rumble of all ever.
Yeah,
face.
The greatest Royal Rumble.
I think it's time for a bad guy to win the Rumble. Drew McIntyre is that man.
Which would be Drew McIntyre.
Exactly. Drew McIntyre is that man. Vince McMahon is already doubling down on his pick from before when he signed Drew McIntyre before as his chosen one. Look at it now. He's back in the picture. Drew McIntyre's back.
It's true.
He's already doubling down on Drew.
Okay. So
Drew McIntyre wins the Rumble.
So based on your strategy here, Nakamura face.
Yep.
Orton, say heel. Let's say Orton's kind of in between. Orton's always in between.
Orton is always the tweener.
Orton's always in between. Triple H, Reigns, Batista, Cena, Sheamus.
Face. No, I don't think Sheamus was a face then.
Sheamus was a heel.
Yep.
Del Rio, heel. Edge, heel. Orton, heel. Cena, face. Taker, face. Mysterio, face. Batista, face. Name that we cannot mention. Face.
Well, you're going back way too far now.
I'm just going back. Like, there's the last couple of years.
You can mention Chris Benoit. We're not the WWE. We don't erase Chris Benoit.
Some people think
I separate with wrestling.
You separate the.
I separate the man from the
performer
because, and this is a difference when I say it, other than the whole R. Kelly thing. You know?
Okay.
The reason why I separate the man from the performer is because the performer may have caused the man to do that.
Okay.
You know, boxers get punch drunk. You know,
True.
He took a lot of headshots. You know,
True.
because he did what he did. You know, whether here nor there. You know, but that's another story. We're sidebarring right now. But I don't separate. I mean, I do separate. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, you're saying McIntyre because of the quote unquote and that. Now with Balor, with your prediction of Balor winning the title, which me honestly, I don't think he's going to.
You are a hater. You are a hater.
I like Finn Balor, but.
Anybody want to co-host a podcast with me out there? Let me know. Hit me up because I'm done with Pat G. He's a hater.
You got to find somebody that can produce and edit it then.
Not a problem. I've watched you long enough. I can do it myself, damn it. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right. Maybe. Possibly.
I can always call JC Money. He'll do it for me.
Oh, okay.
He's scared of me anyway.
You keep saying you're going to punch him in the face.
I know. That's why he didn't come with me because he knew I was coming. That's why he didn't come with us to LPW.
He was afraid?
Yeah, he was afraid.
Oh, okay.
All right, anyway, go continue.
Well, you're saying Balor's going to win, so that would make sense. McIntyre winning.
Yep.
Now, the thing is with Finn Balor winning, does he win as Finn Balor or does he win as the Demon?
Doesn't make a difference. They're both face. Booyah, because the fans like them both.
Okay.
Bam.
Though, I will say this, Finn Balor has come out and stated that he will not be using the Demon King at the Rumble.
Right. Right, but the Demon King is just a meaner Finn Balor, but he's still a face. Fans love it. Yeah. So either way.
Now, moving on to the other Royal Rumble, which would be the second ever Women's Royal Rumble. You have Carmella at 30.
Mm-hmm.
After her and her partner R-Truth won the Mixed Match Challenge.
Yep.
Which, honestly, going back to the men's, I feel like R-Truth is going to show up at 29 and be confused.
Probably.
And someone else is going to be 30.
I would love to see R-Truth come out in the Women's Royal Rumble.
That would be hilarious.
He's the comedic spot after Santino left.
True. This is true.
After the last Royal Rumble, he came out with the ladder and tried to get the briefcase, but it was the Rumble.
Yeah.
This one, I would love to see him come out.
He comes out 30 during the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yep. I would love to see him come out at 30. Or even 1.
That would be funny.
Yep. He'll come out at 1. Or, no, 2. I'm sorry. He'll come out at 2.
Yeah.
You know, that way the first female comes out. He comes out at 2. She looks at him like, you're not supposed to be here. She kicks him out, throws him over the top rope.
Makes sense. Now...
And it'd be Nia Jax. That way it makes sense.
Yeah, it would be. Now, the names for the Women's Royal Rumble so far, you have Charlotte Flair, Zelina Vega, Naomi, Nikki Cross, Mike Dark Horse, Nia Jax, Mickie James, Natalya, Alicia Fox, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Ember Moon, my second Dark Horse.
Who?
Ember Moon.
Ember Moon? Why she's got to be a dark horse? Really? Did you really go there? Did you really go there? You went there, didn't you?
You're not understanding the terminology. Go away. Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Dana Brooke, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Lana, Tamina, Bayley, Lacey Evans, who is a much more refined Alexa Bliss. Mm-hmm. Alexa Bliss announced that she's making her return.
Yeah. Did you watch that? You didn't even watch it, did you?
I did not see the video once again.
No.
Unfortunately, my real life thing has me work overnight, so Patrick was asleep.
It's okay.
But that's the name so far. There's 8 spots left for the Women's Royal Rumble.
Let's see.
Now, this is the thing, is you always get surprises with the men's.
Right.
And everything. With the 8 spots left for the Women's Royal Rumble, do you think they go back to the well again, like they did last year, and bring out some of the same people? Or do you go different? Do
they have enough women wrestlers for surprise entries other than the NXT women? Do they have, because there are a lot of NXT women that are in. There's the I don't know their names right now because I haven't watched NXT in a while, but the lady who's the lady? She's a lady.
That's Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans. Yeah. Okay, so
she's on the main roster,
right? Exactly. Yes, she's not on the main roster. Yes, so she's on. So with those 8 spots, do you have enough legend women that you haven't already used?
Well,
that will be able to come back.
Well, there's a lot of people have said with the 8 spots remaining that you can't do what you did last year. Right. So no Trish Stratus, no Lita,
exactly,
no Bellas,
right?
No Tori, no. I don't believe Stacey Keibler was in it last year. So
yeah, she was.
She was?
No, Keibler wasn't. No.
Stacey
Keibler wasn't. No, Keibler was. She just had a baby.
It was Kelly.
Kelly. Yes,
that's right. So 2 of the names that a lot of people have said, one being Melina,
okay,
and the other being Victoria.
I was just about to say that.
With this being her last year in professional wrestling, making the return and also getting the induction into the Hall of Fame.
Yep, that works for me. I like it. I like it a lot.
That's 2,
but there's 6 left.
There's 6 left.
They go NXT route.
You have to.
You go NXT route.
You have to. So you easily could see. You could see some of the up and coming from NXT, the Bianca Belairs and maybe some people that from the Mae Young Classic.
Yep,
and everything. I definitely think you'll see. Me personally, I would like to see Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir get in there.
Okay,
and
the Horsewoman,
the two. Or whatever. Maybe even Shayna Baszler. Like, the 3 of them get in there.
I would love for Baszler to get... Who's the women's champion right now? Baszler still?
Yeah. She's still the NXT women's champion. Those 3 get into the Rumble, but they come in, like, kind of, like, stuttered a little bit. But when all 3 finally are in, you have Becky, Sasha, and Bayley. Because I'm calling it, while Becky Lynch is facing Asuka for the women's title, I fully expect Becky to lose to Asuka and take one of the spots to win the women's Royal Rumble this year.
I guess we'll just have to say.
I'm calling it. Becky Lynch is winning, and then going on to Mania to challenge Ronda.
I guess we'll just have to say
that we will. That's my bold prediction.
Your bold prediction?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound off because I love the man. The man is amazing. Yeah, I do believe she's going to go to win and go against Asuka at Mania. And they're going to build that up. They're going to definitely build that up.
Now, my secondary hope is they don't decide to add Charlotte Flair to it and they just keep it Becky versus Ronda.
I don't think so.
But we'll see.
I think they're going to tag Charlotte up with somebody and have her go up against for the tag titles.
Yes, because Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
But the other matches that are on the card, the Cruiserweight Championship match, we'll see the champion Buddy Murphy taking on Kalisto versus Akira Tozawa versus Hideo Itami.
Yep.
As much as Buddy Murphy is awesome, I feel like this is kind of the last shot for Itami.
This is where they switch it up?
Yeah.
You think so?
Because if Itami can win it, then he's good. But I feel like if Itami loses and he's the one to take the fall, they've given up on him.
Yep.
just because of the injury history and everything.
I don't think they're going to give up on him.
No?
I don't think so. Nope.
Okay. The other kickoff match will see the U.S. title defended. Rusev, the champion.
Rusev.
Facing Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Rusev retains?
I think Rusev is going to retain. I don't think they're going to give it back to Shinsuke right now.
No. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, which to me is as much as they have the entertaining team of the bar, which is Sheamus and Cesaro, facing The Miz and Shane McMahon. Oh, I feel like this is the food break match. I feel like...
Is that on the main card? Or
that's on the main card.
Main card? Of course it's main card. Why would that be pre-show?
Then you have the aforementioned SmackDown Women's Championship match, Asuka taking on Becky Lynch. Mm-hmm. The Raw Women's Championship match, Ronda Rousey taking on Sasha Banks.
Listen, let me pause you right there. See, you didn't watch it, you jerk face. Ronda Rousey's promo on SmackDown, on Raw, I'm sorry. I loved it. She stumbled one spot where she was talking about seconds and sentences.
Yeah.
But when she caught herself and caught up to it, she had so much veracity and
recovered
and recovered from it. But the passion in her words made me believe her.
Okay,
it was amazing. I have to give her props on that. I really do. Like, it was an amazing promo. Like, better than what she's done before.
Do you think she retains?
I don't think she's going to retain, though. I think this is where they take it off of her, and she starts to
make her chase.
She goes back to getting better. I think she goes back to training and getting better. Okay, and she's good now. Okay, she's really good. She can hold her own, but she still needs to tighten up some screws. So I think they pull the title off for now, give it to the boss, turn the boss heel, and then send Rousey back for some more training.
Okay,
I don't think they're going to get rid of Rousey, though. No, not at all.
Then, of course, there's the WWE Championship match, Daniel Bryan taking on AJ Styles. I fully see Bryan retaining. Just because of all the things that have been out about Styles wanting a lighter schedule.
To be honest, I'm tired of this match. I am.
I'm sure a lot of people are.
A lot of people are tired of this match.
I'm sure a lot of people are. And then, of course, the Universal Championship match.
But I'm going to give it to Bryan as well. Bryan's going to win. He's not going to lose.
Yeah. And, of course, the Universal Championship match, Lesnar versus Balor.
And I'm going with Balor. I am. They wanted to pull the title off of Brock before. Now you have a real reason to pull it off because Balor's finally get a shot at the title again.
That's true.
He was the original Universal Champion.
And he only gave it up
and
because
he never lost. He's going to get the title.
He had to give it up the next night because of the injury.
Yeah, because he got hurt. He's going to get the title now. They finally built him back up. They wanted to see if he can stand alone.
Yep.
And he can.
Yep. Just
from his entrance alone, he can stand alone.
This is true.
In the ring, he's amazing. So they're going to give the title back.
He also has that moneymaker in the Demon King.
Yep. So, yes. If you ask me, yes. So ask me. Finn Balor. Yep. You didn't ask me, though. Good job. Blow the spot, Pat G.
Well, more WWE news is with the announcement of AEW a few weeks ago.
Yep.
There have come reports of a lot of people in the WWE either being very unhappy or their contracts are coming up.
Ooh, but that we'll talk about after this break.
This is true.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cyclone Jones, and I am with Pat G. The G stands for gangster. And remember, the TTRP is sponsored by the Gear Network store through Amazon. If you visit shopgear.com, it's a little bit different. That's shop, GERE.com, and click on any of the banners. It will take you right to your account, and you can do all your Amazon shopping there.
When you shop Amazon and Amazon Prime, but Amazon kicks back a small percentage of your purchases back to us here at the Gear Network so we can continue to bring you the great program that you've come to know and love, like the TTRP Turnbuckle Talk Radio podcast, Better Live Than Dead, the FTW podcast, the JC Money Show, and Trust the Podcast from the Gear Network. So that's shopgear.com, shopgere.com for all your Amazon and Amazon Prime purchases from us here at the Gear Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast. Talking WWE, AEW, pro wrestling, local gravitational pull to the Western Hemisphere,
Competition.
I just said something that made no sense, and you just went right with it.
That's why I threw competition. I was trying to save you. Because I knew you were talking complete gibberish, and I'm like, what are you doing? All right, I'm like, that's it, competition. Trying to, like, regain control.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cyclone Jones, Pat G. G stands for gangsta. Talking WWE. So, before we went to break, Pat G said that the WWE is trying to keep their guys happy now.
Yes.
They're trying to tie down their flags before they blow away.
They are.
And what that means is, ladies and gentlemen, there is a new ball on the basketball court, and it is AEW. And it's shiny, and it's bouncy, and a lot of people want to play with it. However, WWE is saying no suit for you.
Well, the thing with this and AEW, of course, everybody knows AEW, Cody and the Young Bucks behind it, along with the son of the Jacksonville Jaguars owner, Tony Khan, who's a longtime wrestling fan. They have a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they have signed numerous talents to lucrative deals.
Yep.
And with this, there's a lot of people within the WWE that their contracts are coming up, or they're unhappy due to creative or directions that their characters are going, or the focus on a certain division.
Right.
Dolph Ziggler being one of them. Dolph Ziggler, I believe someone said his contract comes up, it ends at the 31st of this month. I believe that's where I read it somewhere. Also, Dolph Ziggler has opened his own Pro Wrestling Tees store through Pro Wrestling Tees, along with his brother. And a lot of people have said, some of the people that work for Fightful and I believe another man, Ryan Satin, said generally what happens is when a person's ready to leave the WWE, they will open up their own Pro Wrestling Tee store.
They set themselves up
a few weeks beforehand.
Yep.
So they can, So that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like with Dolph Ziggler, possibly. The other people that are not happy have been rumored to be Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins.
Okay.
Couple others. Also, the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, very unhappy, went to Vince McMahon and requested their release. Their contracts are not up until next year in 2020.
Has this been confirmed?
Yes, it has been confirmed.
Oh, wow.
They actually went to Vince McMahon and asked for their release. The request was denied. And the WWE told the Revival, give them 3 months. Because the Revival was not happy with the way the focus on the tag team division was going.
Well, I mean, they brought the Revival, and this is something that bothers me with the WWE. Understand that they will have a tag team in NXT and make them devastating.
Yep.
Make them powerful. Make them the best tag team you've ever seen in your life.
Absolutely.
And then as soon as they hit the main roster, they become bums. Just like they did with
the Ascension.
Thank you. Right words out of my mouth. Ascension comes up. They were the baddest tag team in NXT. Tag team champions.
Yep.
They come up. Now they're jobbers.
Yep. Sanity.
They're not doing anything with Sanity now.
Nope.
Nothing.
AOP has had multiple
AOP has had
work visa issues, injury issues.
However, AOP has just had squash matches, and then they got the titles on a fluke, and
because of storyline.
Right. Excuse
me. From what the report said is the final straw for the revival was, I believe it was not this past Monday. I believe it the Monday before or the Monday they were in a match with the Lucha House Party.
Yep.
And it was used for filler to entertain the crowd while the TV segment was doing something backstage.
Yep.
Also that same night, the tag team champions, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, were not on at all in any way, shape, or form. Were not featured.
Right.
So the revival kind of was like, you know what? We want out of here.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to focus on us, then we're out.
And not even the focus. It's just they completely dismissed them as a credible tag team.
This is true.
They still used them.
Yep.
They were still used. They just weren't used as a credible tag team. You know, and like I said, that's what they always do now because they have their core tag team people.
This is true.
You know, and they, excuse me, oh my gosh. And they don't build up those other tag teams.
Well,
and they're not building them up.
Some news that was released today. Mm-hmm. It seems like they're possibly going to start focusing on the tag team division. They're going to make the revival part like one of the top guys. Mm-hmm. But on the SmackDown side of things, there's talks about turning Andrade Cien Almas, which they pretty much dropped the back half of his name, and now he's just Andrade.
Yep.
Teaming him up with Mysterio and a returning Sin Cara on the SmackDown side in a tag team to give you. They're not sure. People are like, well, what are you going to do with Zelina Vega? Because we're not sure the dynamic works if he's a face.
Right.
But they like the pairing. Mm-hmm. This also comes on the thing of the announcement from a week or two ago of the women's tag team championships being awarded to a team in the first ever tag team elimination chamber match. Mm-hmm. Because I guess there's going to be 6 teams for that.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to love to see how that's going to work.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it seems like WWE's like trying to keep everyone happy because I remember reading the report. I wish I would have saved it. Mm-hmm. That WWE was pretty much willing to match any offer that anyone got. That any AEW was offering. Pretty much, if whatever offer AEW offered, say Zack Ryder. So let's say they offered Zack Ryder 5 years at $800,000.
Right.
WWE's going, cool, match.
Because they got the funds to do so.
They do. But they don't want to lose talent.
Right. But I mean, the thing is that, like, they have to treat talent properly. Like, I mean, you can match with money, but money isn't everything if they're not doing what they love.
This is true.
You know, like the whole thing is, you do what you love. You'll do what you love, even if you do it for free. Mm-hmm. So it's not even about the money. Yes, it's about money because you want to take care of your family. This is my job. Yes. However, if you're not utilizing me at this job, I'm going to go somewhere else so they can utilize my skills. You're not just going to pay me just to sit on my ass or to do nothing or to not be the person that I am.
Yeah.
Like, it's still a business, and that's that scary word everybody's scared of. Business. You know how I am about that word, Pat G.
Yeah.
You know, it's still a business. So it's still something where if I'm not happy in my job, I'm going to go somewhere else where I can be happy.
And be given the opportunities that I feel like are deserved.
Exactly. So it's not about money. I don't care if you match it. It's not about matching it. Utilize my skills.
Mm-hmm. Case in point, Because, like I said, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins were names that were being floated.
Right.
Exactly. And you saw this past Monday, or
no, SmackDown. Was it Monday?
It was Monday. It was Monday.
It was Monday.
The Revival.
It was Raw. Yep.
Because Kurt Hawkins got thrown into
a referee match.
The rough spot.
Yep.
Was getting jumped by the Revival. Zack Ryder came out, saved him. So it looks like the Edgeheads are reuniting.
Yeah.
Because Kurt Hawkins has been unhappy because they're playing this whole 200 loss thing, and I understand people go on losing streaks because of creative writing, whatever.
Right.
But when you're on your TV program, your main television program, promoting that the fact that one of your talents hasn't won a match in over 2.5 years, 200 something matches, that's gonna mess with somebody's psyche. That's gonna.
I don't think so.
No,
if it's done right, I mean, look at the Brooklyn Brawler.
True.
Brooklyn Brawler did it, but that was a storyline, you know?
It was.
As long as Hawkins did it the right way, dude, you're out there. You're still getting shine. If it's promoted the right way, you come out there yo, I'm about to win this, this, and you lose. You know, give them a promo. I'm about to win, lose. You know, have you fight, lose.
Yeah, they were it kind of at times they were doing that, but at times they were just nah. And they were just wasn't really continuing thing. So it led to Hawkins kind of be unhappy a little bit. Right. And same thing with Zack Ryder. Up until Zack Ryder
wasn't being used at all.
Zack Ryder wasn't being used at all. He even mentioned it on Twitter. He's like, I haven't been on Raw all year. And he finally got on Raw on New Year's Eve.
Yep.
That's when he, just so he had the Raw spot.
Yep. And the thing is that with Zack Ryder, which I'm pissed off at WWE for, is that when he had his YouTube page, you know,
and went out and got himself over,
WWE cut that shit back.
Oh yeah,
nope.
Well, he even I can't remember where it was. I think it might have been an episode of Up Up Down Down with Xavier Woods.
Okay.
He was talking to Xavier Woods about it, and he even brought up the point when WWE started trying to conglomerate all these little side projects into their own YouTube channel.
Yeah,
they we want a script, and they tried to put their spin on it, dictate and want everything, and he's like, I don't have a script.
Right, there is no script. We're going by the seat of our pants right now. You know? I mean, and the thing is that it can be something that can be collaboratively done with the company that you work for and your creative ideas. However, I feel WWE wants to control a lot of things, and that's just business. Like I said, that's a business thing. Don't get me wrong. You know, however, I think they need to let some guys be creative and then just reap the rewards of that creativeness.
This is true.
You know, I mean, and WWE might be scared to say, well, this guy's doing it. He's under contract under me, you know, and he's doing this huge big thing. He's going to make, you know, he's making money off of it, but you still work for us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're using our platform. And I can understand. Like I said, it's a business mentality. Yep. So as long as they can come together with a mutual compromise, then that's something that should be done. But WWE needs to sit down and talk about that. But we're kind of off topic right now because we're talking about AEW.
Yeah, and the fact that they're kind of have signed a fair amount of talent.
Yes,
they've signed Pac, which was formerly known as Adrian Neville.
Yep,
they've signed Chris Jericho. You have Cody. You have the Young Bucks. A report came out today that Impact Wrestling actually made offers. Don Callis made offers to Omega and Jericho, and they were being seriously considered until AEW made an offer.
Oh, wow. So, since you brought up Impact Wrestling,
yes,
you do know that Abyss and Sanjay Dutt have signed with the WWE.
Perfect. They did.
Yes.
That report came out. They're going to be working in backstage capacity.
Yes.
Because both men have been working as agents and producers at Impact Wrestling.
Yep.
Sanjay Dutt being a producer, Abyss working as an agent and putting matches together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big move for them.
Huge move. Very huge move.
Now, do you see the loss of Dutt and Abyss hitting Impact hard?
With the way Impact is going, yes. Because Abyss was the cornerstone of that company.
He was.
He was there from the beginning, and, now he's gone.
I think he was one of the last originals.
Yep.
I think he was the very last one.
Yep, I think he was. And now he's gone. So this is the point now where Impact needs to figure out a way to get over.
Because I know when they moved to Pursuit, they also were they were also streaming the shows via Twitch to try to keep up the audience because not everybody had the Pursuit channel.
No, not at all.
So, but everybody knows what the Twitch is and you can use it. But when you lose two guys in talent like that, like Abyss and Sanjay Dutt, that's gonna hurt your business at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is. Because they're staples in the company. They're staples in wrestling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These guys are known, and now they're going to the E. So who does Impact Wrestling have to, one, the new guys look up to?
Yeah.
Two, for the new guys to get information and experience from.
Yep. That we're still relatively young in the business.
Exactly.
That can still work with them before the show.
Yeah. I mean, and not saying that Impact doesn't have anybody.
No.
But to lose two pillars.
Yeah.
Is something to be said.
I'm going to say this is I don't think we're going to an era of wrestling, so to speak, that we saw in the 90s. I think we're going back to an era of maybe pushing the lines a little bit because WWE, going back to WWE, started to push them lines again with two recent segments on Raw. Or one on Raw, one being SmackDown. And that being the bit with the gentleman almost walking on Alexa Bliss. And the whole Mandy Rose, Naomi, Jimmy love triangle on SmackDown.
Yep.
Vince McMahon is slowly trying to sprinkle in that PG-13 Attitude Era dust.
He's trying to. But I mean, we'll definitely see what happens.
Yes.
We'll definitely keep you posted on that. But for now, we're going to go take a break and then we'll come back. We got a special interview. Since I was in Ohio, I caught up with two gentlemen.
We had a bit of a collaboration.
Yeah, it was a collaboration.
Yes.
And we'll let you know how that goes. And got an interview with the Indy Card Mafia. We'll be right back. Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cyclone Jones, and I am with Pat G. The G stands for gangster. And remember, the TTRP is sponsored by the Gear Network store through Amazon. If you visit shopgear.com, it's a little bit different. That's shop, GERE.com, and click on any of the banners. It will take you right to your account, and you can do all your Amazon shopping there.
When you shop Amazon and Amazon Prime, but Amazon kicks back a small percentage of your purchases back to us here at the Gear Network so we can continue to bring you the great program that you've come to know and love, like the TTRP Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast, Better Live Than Dead, the FTW Podcast, the JC Money Show, and Trust the Podcast from the Gear Network. So that's shopgear.com. SHOPGERE.com for all your Amazon and Amazon Prime purchases from us here at the Gear Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know me, I know you, we know each other. Cyclone Jones in the building. Back again, another interview. Cyclone! Really? Ladies and gentlemen, as you see, we're doing an interview, and we are accompanied, of course, Pat G is with me. We'll introduce him never. We are accompanied by two hot rising stars in the independent scene, Eric Emanon and Thomas Brewington. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
What are you doing?
Illuminati.
I don't know what
Nobody can see that.
Nobody can see it. Nobody can see it.
You know what I'm excited for?
I'm not going to describe it.
You know what I'm excited for? It's double podcast time. Double podcast time. Double podcast time.
The podcast time?
Double.
I mean, absolutely, because this, in conjunction with being on Turnbuckle Talk, is also on Trust the Project.
Trust the project.
What? Is this our first collabo?
It is our first collabo.
Oh my gosh, our first
I'm going to say this. While you did do an introduction right, you forgot to truly introduce them.
Go ahead, Pat G, because you know I'm
They
old
are
and
the
shit.
reigning, defending LPW Tag Team Champions
Of the world.
The
And
Punkrock Supernova, Eric Emanon, and Project Brewington.
Punkrock Supernova.
Supernova.
Fuck you two,
Supernova.
one, and then fuck you for telling them.
Hey, sorry. I'm not sure if that Red Dead telegram was intercepted by the goddamn O'Driscolls.
Ooh.
But apparently, you think it's still 2013, and I'm still the prodigy. What am I the prodigy of? I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a old joke because I'm older than a lot of the wrestling guys on this scene.
Is it crazy playing Red Dead Redemption and just kind of reliving the Wild West?
Yeah, I hate you. Yeah.
Goddamn O'Driscolls.
He named his virtual horse after horses he really had. Robin Wagons, that's just a Saturday afternoon.
Let's go.
Well, if you remember, he was part of the main gang, too.
Oh,
Really, Pat G?
What is that? What is
Really,
that?
Reggie?
What is
I
that?
got to get my shots in when I can.
I will smack you. You know what? You know what? That's all right.
I'm on Ish's side now.
I'm an LDC your ass.
Oh, he said you had no nipples.
No nipples. He said your mom got no nipples.
I want to die.
It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
So, gentlemen, it's a pleasure to have you on as a collabo podcast.
Right.
So, is it because you're doing a podcast? You guys are interviewing Cyclone Jones and
Yeah, I think it's kind of like
I don't know. This is just like a round table, a square table.
round table. It's a round table with no cards. It's the roundest rectangle I've ever seen, gentlemen.
it's the square circle.
I think they call that an oval.
I hate you. What happens if we stretch this circle into a rectangle? It's an oval.
It's an oval.
It's an oval. It's an oval. It's an oval. It's an oval.
So, gentlemen, tell me what's going on. What are you guys doing tonight at LPW?
Oh, man. So, last time I was here, Tommy was on his honeymoon.
Yeah, it was
Congratulations.
fun times. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Disney was great. I had so many Dole Whips.
For those who saw the video, I came out and told everyone at LPW why we were the best tag team here.
All facts.
All facts, big facts. So essentially what happened was...
Did you get your ass beat, though?
No, I didn't get my ass beat. I got jumped, and then I got dumped on my head. And so...
Yeah, I was quite upset about that, because of course that happens when I'm not there.
Yeah, my neck went snap, crackle, and pop.
That's not good.
No, not at all. So it took like 2 weeks for me to kind of emotionally get over it, and physically. Like, I'm still kind of pissed off about it.
You have emotions?
No. I'm a robot.
No.
Which shows in my wrestling. So taking self shots, brother.
So, Tommy, after your partner got his ass whooped, what did you do? I mean, you came back from your honeymoon and was like, nah.
He was not thrilled.
I was on a plane, and I happened to see it, and I go, oh, that sucks. So I finished my Jack and Coke. And
after I drink this Coke 45, I'm whooping somebody's ass.
It was still 9:45 in the morning, right?
I was drunk from sunrise to sunset in Disney. I was the happiest person on earth.
Sunrise on the first day and sunset on the last, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That explains a lot. But no, in all reality, I was quite upset because of course a team named the Dirty waits for, it to be a handicap situation where they can take advantage, because that's all they know how to do is take advantage of situations. But when it comes to a straight up fight, they can't get the job done.
Beat them.
Last time I checked,
beat them.
We're the tag team champions, not them, right?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? We didn't even have to beat them. Mirage beat them.
Wow. That's true. That is true.
Okay.
You know a team's bad when you don't even need your main players to hit it.
That is true. They are right. Mirage did them.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
It's my wife.
That is your wife. That wasn't your wife at the
That
time.
was a
though,
hard
so is that
W
okay?
there too.
That was a hard W. Wife.
I mean, but he had. I mean, that's his wife.
That is
wife.
It's your wife.
He has to enunciate it. Put that strong W
It's
in
a
it.
hard
If
wife.
I don't, I'll get a divorce.
That's his. It's on,
Hard divorce.
it's on lockdown.
You're gonna get a divorce.
Divorce?
Divorce.
Divorce.
If you get divorced while we're tag team
Bankruptcy.
champions, does she take me then in the divorce? Is that a thing?
To be fair, you're longer.
Does that mean you get me in the divorce? Divorce?
We got to write it out. I didn't.
There's no prenuptial
I didn't have
agreement
a
here.
prenup. Before the money.
Why didn't I was your best man. Why did I not ask you if you had that? I
Really
really
too busy busting my chops.
I really tried. You can still run now, you know?
You can still run.
There's an open field behind us. The Buffalo Bills aren't going to stop you. Ralph Wilson was right. I'm sorry. The cap was right there.
It was.
Oh, wow. So, okay.
I'm taking shots at everybody. Buffalo, your marriage, your
My
wife,
age.
your wife who physically isn't even here right now, your age.
I mean, it's all good.
He was there when it was still legal to marry a pig, but you couldn't even divorce your wife unless you were on the court steps on Sunday.
Wow.
What state is this a law in?
What the hell?
I think that's a Carolina law, isn't it?
Carolina.
That makes sense.
Carolina.
One of the Carolinas?
There's two.
One of them.
One of them.
Too
I
many.
mean, he's got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
I hate everything.
One shot, one opportunity. That's the second Eminem joke tonight. Mom spaghetti.
Oh, goodness.
Thank you
so much.
Oh, this is amazing. This is fun right now. But we're just talking. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What was that? No? Okay.
over there?
It's
I
over
know
there.
it's not me.
It's not me. But gentlemen, so with that being said, after you got back, what are your plans today, gentlemen? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, I mean,
Fight.
you may go out. I mean, I know you're going to fight.
Fight.
Will there be any words, though? I mean, are you going to...
there'll be plenty of words.
Do you know me?
Do you know?
If there's a microphone within 30 feet of me, chances are there's going to be words.
I was going to drop a name, but I won't.
Like,
Oh, no, please. Please do.
No, not at all.
Make me smile. Please do.
No, I'm not going to call him Tiger Smith. See, you told me to.
You're going to throw up on both of our phones.
That just sounded like a Tiger Smith reference. Oh, God, I did it again. All right. 3 times the charm. I won't say it because I don't want him to vomit on our phones. I
Why?
won't.
By what? Saying Tiger Smith?
Oh, whoa.
Oh God.
if you say it 3 times, he's going to appear and you're going to take it deep.
No, he's not, because that would be a booking.
The greatest commission equilibrium test of all time.
Oh.
Seabass passed.
Good for
He
Seabass.
passed the equilibrium test. He can work it.
And of course, in the middle of an interview, Blackjack Phoenix knows how to interrupt it.
Well, I know
But
you're doing an interview.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Put a sign up. Where's your
Hold on. Fuck Tiger Smith, that is all.
He said it and he didn't puke.
yeah, he didn't puke.
What has Tiger Smith ever done?
Don't. Why are you putting that name? That's
How long do we have? What time is it? Do we know when doors open?
It is
6:30 on the
doors
dot.
open in 44 minutes.
44?
That's not long enough.
That's
say like 7:14 on
Yeah.
it's like 34 minutes, give or take, for doors
Is this
open.
your Turnbuckle Tickle radio show?
It's not tickle.
Tickle.
Turnbuckle
Is it on the
Tickle.
radio webs?
It's on the interwebs.
Do you need to let them know that Seabass passed the Ohio State Commission equilibrium exam?
They're going to know.
They know now.
They're going to know.
They know now, yeah.
We're very proud of Seabass.
His thumb
Congratulations.
was very deep in Jock Sampson's ass.
That's kind of nasty. That's
Love it.
This is all right.
You must talk.
He lost his quarter.
So gentlemen, let's get back to questions because I have no idea where the hell this podcast is.
I don't know what happened.
I need an adult.
I need an adult.
I took that joke way too deep.
I want to die.
Tommy's like taking me back to Disney.
Can we put some sweet
Take
rap
me back
music
to
over the back of this?
Oh
Just
my-
really loud?
no.
Just wrong levels?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's how it sounds.
So what you're saying is for me to find the audio and public.
No,
like,
please
pump it in.
no. We're not
please
doing that. I really don't want to have to fight nobody. No. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, just cut this whole thing. Producer Pat, just cut this whole thing.
No,
I'm keeping it.
Oh, we're not cutting shit. We're not cutting shit. So,
Amplify it. Levels up.
So today you're going to get some revenge on the dirty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me about your exploits in NOW.
Okay. There's cool things.
Tell them about your exploits in NOW.
I'm the heavyweight champion of the world.
You know what? I did see that. And you know, it's funny that your friendship is still able to be together right now. Because I saw that.
Contractual obligations.
Right.
You dumped me on my head in front of my family.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago. That was you supposed to.
And then we
get over that shit.
teamed.
Yeah. That's an IP.
So how's this any different?
IWF. Yeah.
So delayed payback.
So basically, what Eric,
bad time.
When I hit you, I should have just been like, receipt, motherfucker.
So basically, what Eric is talking about is at the NOW show, Thomas had a heavyweight championship match,
But I was Mr. Fight for Fortune.
I'm your tag partner.
and he cashed in on his tag partner, making a triple
You
threat.
could have pinned Chambers.
He could have.
No, he was out of the ring.
He could have. I mean,
That's because I hit him with my part of the flying V. Where were you?
I mean, waiting.
I was waiting.
I was waiting.
I had to tie my shoe.
No, not even that. It's just like, all right, so
I've watched the footage back, so please don't lie.
I don't have to lie. It's simple, and it's like I told all the Buffalo Smarks who wanted to run their mouths about it. It's a simple situation where, one, I know how devastating your MDK is. Mm-hmm. Okay, I watched you F5 him. Regardless if it was into a ref, you still hit him with Stormbreaker. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so not only that, you've dumped him on his head, you've kicked him in the head. I know that my knee is effective.
Right.
So why wouldn't I hit you with it and then cash in?
Right.
I mean, that's the whole premise behind Fight for Fortune. I know it's not the ideal plan, but the whole thing, and the whole idea we had originally was your idea of you winning the heavyweight title and us going for the tag titles. And I'm okay with that. But the thing is we still
That wasn't even the original plan. The original plan was we just go for the tag titles. Yeah, you had the briefcase opportunity. You're the one who told me tag titles. We agreed on tag titles.
I blame Terrell Kenneth for punching me in the head.
I like
I'm gonna be honest. If we're really,
Count
you should be pissed off. Yeah, I mean, you should be pissed off at JJ Castillo, which you already are pissed off at JJ Castillo because he's taken liberties with you on multiple occasions. Took liberties with me after I got punched in the face and dumped me on my head. And looking at the whole thing. You should be pissed off at him. Honestly, me cashing in was in spite. It wasn't in spite of you. It was in spite of NOW as a corporation.
Why didn't you just pin me after the first knee?
Because you got up.
I mean, damn,
Barely.
Thomas.
Stay down.
I mean, damn, Thomas. Do you even tag?
When have you ever watched me see somebody get up and not kick them again? You would do the same thing. You even admitted it. You said you would do the same thing.
Listen, he's kicked me.
We didn't have a plan.
But we have a plan. What says that we can't go after? I mean, technically, I'm still under the cruiserweight, their weight division for cruiserweight. Mm-hmm. We have TK, who is clearly in the run for the Uprising title. Who's to say that we just don't New Day this up and go after the tag titles too? Why don't we take all the gold while we're there?
I mean,
it just seems like a really wet dream.
But wet dreams are awesome.
That'd be the wettest of dreams.
But wet dreams are awesome. How are wet dreams not good?
It's like a dry nightmare.
The moistest, wettest dream.
How are wet dreams not good?
Well, they're messy.
Have you met them?
They're messy.
They're messy.
They're very messy.
They're good. Peggy, do you have it this morning?
No, I didn't.
You sure?
Yep. Totally.
You sure, Peggy?
As
Pat G found himself in a sticky wicket.
In a sticky wicket.
And now I want to...
Tiger Smith.
Anyways. Oh, don't throw up in my hat and then put it on my head.
Oh. So, gentlemen, where are you guys going? What's the plan for the Indy Card Mafia for 2019?
Keep winning gold and keep traveling and keep moving. I mean,
winning gold.
It's okay.
Now I need a heavyweight title. I'm gonna make a heavyweight title. That's what cool people do, right? I'll call it like the tap out title or something.
Cool.
Goddamn. Yo, this went from like a podcast to a script. I don't know what happened, but I love it.
Oh, God, I love it.
I love it so much.
Oh, my God, I love it.
I love it so much.
That's what I'll do. I'll call it the ICM tap out title.
Oh my gosh.
Wonderful.
The ICM.
No DQ on the outside. Matches can only end by submission, and I'll be the only champion.
Prestige! Worldwide, wide.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness. So, do you guys see yourself? I can't even.
I'm dying.
Train of thought is gone.
I'm dying. The train left the station 14 minutes ago, all right?
Fun fact: it's just a caboose,
It's just the caboose.
and it's going backwards.
It's the best part. It's just on fire. Thomas is at the top of the hill going, oh, no.
As it's going backward, just toss the dynamite.
So gentlemen, tell me about. You know what? I'm going to change this up right now. What's going on in personal lives? How's everything at home? And
I'm having a baby.
yeah, that is
He's
right.
having a baby.
I'm having my third baby.
Wow, that is right.
And, yeah, I'm officially outnumbered in the household, 3 girls to 2 boys.
Wow.
Yeah. It's exciting.
It is.
I'm really excited for it, and don't let my monotone voice. I'm having trouble talking and breathing right now.
I'm really excited.
I'm really excited.
I mean-
no, it's really cool, man. Because like I grew up in a household of 3 kids, and so like I get to kind of have the opposite because there was 2 boys and a girl in my household when I was growing up. Now it's going to be 2 girls and a boy, which is really strange, but kind of funny.
You're almost catching up to Horace White there.
Nah, he still has like 12 to go.
Fuck Horace White.
Okay, that's cool.
I ain't gonna hit people in parking lots and then cry when they knock me out.
Ooh.
Rest in peace, Sully.
Thomas, so how's your personal life? When are you having a baby?
What?
I'm saying you're married now, so I mean, having children is the next step.
I got a kid already. I'm good. I love my daughter. She's good. She's great.
How is she?
She's doing great. She's getting really big.
Yo, she is.
Giant pain in the ass, but I love her to death.
I mean, her father is you, so I mean, did you expect anything less?
No, I
Okay,
kind
I
of
was just
expected.
checking.
I kind of expected more. I'm really disappointed.
I mean,
But no,
listen, the Super Saiyan age hasn't hit yet. Don't worry.
He's close. It's close.
She's doing well. She's learning her words and her letters, and she says a lot of sentences. Some of them don't make sense, but they're adorable. And
Daddy, my movie's off.
it's like, yeah,
Why do you sound like Joe Pesci?
Daddy, movie over. Yeah, I know. I told you the movie was over.
Daddy, 2 Utes. 2 Utes, Daddy, 2 Utes.
Daddy, can I play Fortnite?
What?
2 Utes.
Sure, kid. Just press this X button as hard as you can.
That's it.
And
That's
she
all you
does.
gotta do.
Yo,
She does.
I think my favorite part of that is whenever we're playing Fortnite together.
All right.
We got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes.
My favorite part is that whenever we're playing Fortnite and she gets on the headset and she's like, "Hi, Uncle Eric." I'm like, "Hey, Piper, where we jumping?" She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Tell your dad we're jumping haunted." Dad, jump haunted.
That's awesome.
I don't have the remote.
I don't. She has the remote in her hand.
So she got the headset and the remote, and she's
Hard's like back there.
Daddy, what do I do?
Just hit X.
oh goodness, that's awesome.
Which one? Hit square? No, X.
Tell Uncle Eric bye-bye. Bye, Uncle Eric. Love you, Piper. Love you.
Next thing you know, Delilah and Piper are going to play.
Yeah. Yo, my kid already runs around in playground mode.
Horrifying.
That's
She
awesome.
crushes it.
That's all my 6-year-old does. That's all Xavier does. He just stays on.
All right, back to wrestling for this last 5 minutes.
Yes. All right, 5 minutes.
So yeah, me and Tommy, we're making our rounds, man. A lot in Ohio.
It's a lot.
A lot in Ohio. We're heading back up to Maine at the end of the month for Pro Wrestling
25th.
Takeover.
Yep.
It's such a good spot up there.
Yeah.
Such a good spot. Hot crowds, amazing wrestling. You're surrounded by some of the best talents in the New England area. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So it's really cool up there, man. And there's a lot of cool stuff just going on all over the place for us.
Very cool. Very cool.
2019, I was telling Tommy, it's crazy to me that at this point in our career, like you would look at it, and January would always be slow for me. December would always be slow for me. And this year, December and January were both booked up pretty much solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's
Every
like
single weekend.
I'm looking at my calendar, and it's nice. Like we had late November, we already had 30 bookings for 2019, 33 to be exact. tryouts for 2019, and they just keep adding up. Like, I'm going to be debuting for ESW, like you guys talked about, which I'm looking forward to. It's.
But you didn't listen to the podcast about it.
No,
Continue.
Well, if somebody would call me by the right name, maybe I would have known.
Ooh, bang bang.
But yeah, man, it's cool because it's something I've always wanted. I mean, you knew that when we were at OSPW together. Like, that was always the goal, was get out of Buffalo and into ESW.
Yeah.
And now, like, after all this time, like, I really feel like it's worth it, you know? And Mating. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for everything that me and Tommy are doing this year. I really feel like it's going to be a good year for both of us.
Yeah, it's awesome because I was there at the beginning when you guys came together.
Right.
You know, I've been seeing you guys tear up the whole indies from where you've been, and now seeing it for 2019, where you guys are freaking. You're
4 years now.
Yeah, you're actually just
my Tupac bandana.
You're together now. What do you thought that was
5 years? 5 years, man.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. You know, thank Indy Card Mafia for joining us.
Yeah.
Tommy didn't really say anything other than
thanks for trusting the podcast.
I never need to.
My butt cheeks.
Never need to.
The official first collabo.
Yeah, the first collabo. Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast. And
Meeting boys.
Trust the project.
Trust the project. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. After that awesome interview, I hate those two. They always got something to say about how old I am. They're
Everybody
jerks.
has something to say about how old
No, but they
you are.
always say something.
That's true. They're
They're jerks.
They do.
They're jerks. Thomas Brewington, the Project Brewington, and the Supernova chaotic punk rock prodigy of the United States, Eric Emanon. Is that right?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Is that it?
No, not even close.
That's what it is now.
That's what it is now.
Fight me.
He just might.
He might. I've knocked him out several times. He can fight again. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Welcome back.
I don't even know when was the last. I don't even know what the last time was when Emanon was in a ring, just a singles match.
OSPW, well, with me, OSPW, I knocked him out, hit him 3 times with a Cyclone punch. He's a strong bastard, but
I think the last time he had a singles match was probably like a year and a half ago with IWF against Rob Sweet.
well, I mean, he did have a singles match where he just won the heavyweight title.
That's true. Well, it was kind of a triple threat.
He made it a triple threat.
He made it a triple threat. Anyways.
Local Pro Wrestling.
Yes. Now,
I am still the Ultimate Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
You are.
I am.
You are.
We're good on that. Now, go ahead. Next company.
Yeah, we're good. Moving on. Big shout out to everyone that pretty much donated to the Buffalo Brothers. Because, of course, as everyone knows, they had the tragic accident and everything. But 24 hours after the website was posted for the GoFundMe,
Yeah.
raised like $12,000.
Yep.
If you want to go to the GoFundMe page to donate to the Buffalo Brothers Recovery, I believe you could just go to GoFundMe.com/Buffalo Brothers.
Yep.
I believe. Right now, the current stand is in 17 days. The 17 days since it's been posted. 658 people have donated. $31,318.
And that's good.
Of a $50,000 goal.
Yeah, and that's good, because that's going to help with physical therapy. That's going to help with, out-of-pocket costs. Insurance companies, a lot of insurance companies, depending on what type of plan you have, they have out-of-pocket maximums, and they have lifetime maximums that you meet, lifetime maximums of the policy. So once you hit a certain amount on some policies, there is no more insurance. Insurance isn't going to pay anymore. Depending on if it's a commercial plan or, a high deductible plan. And I know all of this because I know somebody that works in insurance, but we're not going to go there. Namely me.
It's like, we're not going to go there. Namely me.
So, I mean, with that, that's going to definitely help out, help out with copays, help out with deductibles, prescriptions. A lot of insurance companies are going to a high deductible plan. A lot of companies are going to a high deductible plan. So with that being said, with these guys, most likely, because they're under the age of 25, they're probably still on their parents' policy. which is going to definitely help out a lot, man, which is awesome.
Yeah. From what I understand, both Kevin Blackwood and Daniel Garcia have been recovering very well. Mm-hmm. I believe both of them are out of the hospital.
They are.
So I know there's been videos posted of Garcia working out.
Garcia's at ESW. What do you mean? He was at ESW.
Well, I meant like working out physical therapy.
I know.
But yeah, they're out. They were at the most recent ESW show and everything, kind of signing autographs, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it's just the fact that all these people, this wrestling brotherhood, so to speak, came together to donate that kind of money. Yeah,
it's amazing, man. It truly is amazing. You know how a community and how a area can come together in a time of need.
Not to mention the outreach that this had, because you saw CM Punk tweeted about it.
Yep.
A few other people tweeted about it that were like that have been like on television and everything.
Yeah, because we're not gonna drop any names because they got real names on there. So you know. But yeah, I mean, it's something where, you know, like I said, once like these kids have been doing good things in this wrestling business. And I mean good things in ways that they haven't been, you know, the typical, gonna put it out there, the typical assholes that have governed the Western New York, you know, East Coast area of wrestling. So with that being said, they've shown that they are good people and good kids. You know, and with that being said, once you're a good person, people see that and people will definitely help out. You know?
Absolutely.
With this situation here, I mean, it's something where people definitely jumped in and said, yo, I'm going to help these kids because they're good kids. You know, they're not the dickheads. They're not the assholes, you know, that come around if something would have happened.
Doing things the right way.
Exactly. You know, with some people, you get an injury or something happens, they do a GoFundMe and you only get like $40. Yeah. You know, and it's been on the page for like 2 months.
Or other wrestlers out there that like sign up for a GoFundMe or some other crowdfunding, like they want gear or they want a ring or they want something like that. Like, you know, something that's going to just benefit them and no one else.
Exactly. You know, so that's what it is, man. I mean, it's an awesome thing to see that, you know, the community comes together and helps these kids out. It's awesome.
Very much so. Speaking of it being January, and of course being the January, normally the Royal Rumble month, both of us were in Ohio, that as we mentioned with ICM.
Yep.
At LPW, the Fight for the Right 3.
Yes.
The Fight for the Right 3 Battle Royal to name a new number one contender for the LPW Championship. Of course, in that show, you had a couple other matches. In the opening contest, you saw the Indy Card Mafia defend their tag team titles in a handicap match against one half of the Dirty, Brandon Edwards. Brandon Edwards' partner, Austin Mannix, couldn't make it due to family obligations. So Edwards, being part of the Dirty, said, bring it on. ICM going with the nefarious tactics of the great Eddie Guerrero, using the toss the weapon and drop down on the mat, ref turn around, see it, and go, no, DQ.
Ding, ding, ding.
And that up next, you saw the mysterious Movado, who's the brand new LPW heavyweight champion.
Brand new LPW heavyweight champion.
He came out and offered an open challenge to anyone in the back. And out came Mickey Mavis,
I didn't know it was an open challenge.
It was an open challenge.
I would have came out. Dude, I did not even hear that.
You didn't hear it? He said anyone in the back, anyone that's an LPW superstar wants a chance at the title, come on out.
Dude, I did not hear that.
You did not hear that?
I'm kind of pissed about that right now. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, Mickey Mavis came out, and Mickey Mavis, a newcomer to LPW, kind of trying to make a name for himself, faced Movado and came up short. Movado retained. And then up next was, of course, the Fight for the Right 3. Out first was Tim Horner Jr., former LPW champion. Out second was Aaron Orion, a former LPW champion, coming out. You saw a lot of returns in this battle royal as well. Salvatore Morocco making his return to LPW.
I was surprised to see Salvatore Morocco there.
I was
super surprised.
I was very surprised.
I had saw him at the WWE event, and I said, "Are you coming back to wrestling?" He's like, "I don't know. You never know." And there we go. He's in the locker room. I said, "What the hell? Crazy!"
Also, Blackjack Phoenix making a return.
Blackjack Phoenix.
I know you have strong words. You have strong words.
No. No, I'm good.
You good?
I just stayed the hell away from him.
Yeah, you did.
If you don't know the story, ladies and gentlemen, Blackjack Phoenix kicked me in the face, giving me 7 stitches in the actual Rumble.
Yes, in the Rumble 2 years previous.
Yeah, 2 years previous in the Rumble that we were just in.
Yeah, so that same Rumble.
So I clearly stayed the hell away from him.
Yes. Well, what was funny is you came out at number 15.
Yep.
You came in and Cyclone punches for everyone.
Everybody got a Cyclone punch. I was Oprah. You get a Cyclone punch. You get a Cyclone punch. And I told you I was giving everybody a damn Cyclone punch.
You did. You came out, you hit J-Rock Daddy.
Yep.
You hit Tim Horner Jr.
Yep.
You hit Aaron Orion.
Yep.
You hit Slade.
Yep.
And
some other people. There were some other people.
And all of a sudden, and just before Blackjack Phoenix came out, Tim Horner Jr. kind of reversed you.
That bastard.
And just tossed you over. And sent you over.
That bastard. I was so mad because I was definitely trying to get rid of him.
You were.
Definitely trying to get rid of him.
And he had been in there for almost 25 minutes at the time.
He was tired as hell.
You had him, you were throwing him at the rope, and then he just kind of slipped under grasp and out you went.
It happens, you know.
It did.
I slipped up. I pulled a rookie mistake and I got cocky. You know, after hitting so many Cyclone punches, I was dizzy as hell.
You were.
You know, but still in all, they still were effective. And, you know, I mean, you win some, you lose some.
Well, another man that a lot of people around from the Western New York area that knows, Slade, made his debut. And he came out number 4. Like 4 or 5, something like that. And he lasted almost to the end.
Yeah.
He did.
Slade is a big boy, man. He is a big boy. He's a beast too. He definitely is something.
He was one of the last people to get tossed before the Final Four.
Yeah.
The Final Four saw Tim Horner Jr., Aaron Orion, the Bachelor Benjamin Boone, and J-Rock Daddy as the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Boone gets tossed. Then Aaron Orion got tossed, leaving Horner and J-Rock to battle it out.
Give it up for J-Rock Daddy, yeah! Give it a one time for J-Rock Daddy. I'm sorry.
One time.
I'm sorry.
And then Tim Horner Jr. disposed of J-Rock Daddy to win the fight for the right. And then all of a sudden a video comes on. And it's Jock Sampson. And everybody knows Jock Sampson has been a thorn in Tim Horner's side at LPW for a while. And Jock Sampson announces that he is the new commissioner for LPW.
That's awesome.
Which the commissioner spot had been vacated by Kenny Urban, who decided to become an in-ring talent.
Mm-hmm.
And out came Jock Sampson. And he's running his mouth or whatnot. And out of nowhere, someone comes running out from the back door in a ski mask, jumps Tim Horner Jr. over the top rope, and is revealed to be the former champion, Superman Lover.
Crazy. I was watching it.
And he is now the number 1 contender for the LPW championship. Jock Sampson gets in the ring. Horner has lost his shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting held back. Tim Horner's brother has lost his shit. He's getting held back, almost thrown out of the building. Just, that's how much heat and booing that Jock Sampson and Superman Lover contain at LPW.
Yeah.
That's how hated they are.
That's how much hatred it is.
But Jock Sampson announced that Superman Lover will get his rematch February 9th for the LPW championship. He also announced that the Dirty are going to get one last shot at the tag team titles.
The Dirty will get one shot.
And if they don't win, that's it. They're done.
That is all. No more.
You get no more shots as long as the Indy Card Mafia are tag team champions. Also, Tim Horner Jr. faces the man he threw out to make him think he won the fight for the right.
Give it up one time for J-Rock Daddy?
J-Rock Daddy.
Give it up one time for J-Rock Daddy. That's his name.
I know.
Okay.
That's why you're here.
Okay.
But that's LPW. How did Robbie Vegas fare at UPW? I believe he was in a multi-man match for the one championship.
No.
No?
No, that was the Brawl at the Mall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, Robbie Vegas, during that time we were in LPW, Robbie Vegas had a tag match with his tag partner, Xavier Jones, Mad Dog Xavier Jones.
Yes.
And he had a match against the McLeod brothers.
Oh, that's right.
Who have returned to pro wrestling.
They have.
So, with that, I mean, they did lose. You know, they did come up short against the McLeods.
That old fun thing called experience.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I mean, with that being said, then there was the next match after that, which was the Brawl at the Mall.
Yes.
And it was a scramble match.
Okay.
Which was very good. It was for the Upstate 585 Championship, which is now held by Bam. Bam did, not unfortunately, I take that back, because he's a champion. He did win. So he did retain his title. So, you know, I mean, Robbie is trying to make his way in UPW.
That's very good for Robbie. Definitely good. And, of course, ESW had their big show with Victoria and Allie.
Mm-hmm.
Allie picking up the victory, I saw, from the results.
Right.
Also, Brandon Thurston, the new ESW heavyweight champion. That's crazy. Defeating Pepper Parks.
Yeah.
So it's also I wish I would have been able to get to the show. I couldn't because I had things going on.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to see the opening match.
What was the opening match?
The opening match was Roscoe Black versus Sebastian Braun.
That is right.
I would have loved to see that match because those are two big boys.
That's crazy. That match looked like it was good. I wish I would have saw it as well. I didn't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, we'll definitely get the we'll get the video on that soon enough.
Yeah. ESW, of course, having their debut in Rochester, New York, coming up in February, and they've got a lot of talent for that show.
Listen,
they just recently announced two more. You're going to see ROH's Leon St. Giovanni.
Yep, LSG baby,
and you're gonna get a special appearance from the Rochester wrestling legend, Big Cat Lemmer.
Big Cat Lemmer, somebody who's been on the podcast.
He has. Friend of the podcast, big fan of the podcast as well.
He is the one that actually deemed me the DDP of Western New York, baby.
This is very true. It is recorded on audio. Audio proof. So not only have you gotten permission for use of the jackhammer from Goldberg,
yes,
you've been deemed the DDP of Western New York.
I know, right? It's crazy.
So many WCW references for you, and this coming from the man that has the WCW story.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
so you know, it's fun times.
Yes,
fun times.
That's it.
But ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us. Here at the Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast, we are always doing what we can to give you wrestling information and news.
Yes, if you have any questions, comments, want to possibly voice your opinions, you can follow us on Facebook.com/Turnbuckle Talk Radio Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter, Turnbuckle_talk. You can email us, TurnbuckleTLKradio@gmail.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know I'll be in this show. Say it with me, Cyclone!
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.